All right, yes, brothers and sisters in Christ, there's a war going on. It's Satan versus God ultimately, and we need to not get divided over the wrong things. Jesus said it's necessary that divisions come. I mean, we can divide over, Chevy better than Ford, etc. But when there's a bigger battle to fight, a bigger enemy, we've got to unite and stay true to Christ. I don't compromise on anything, pretty much. I know what I believe, but I can work together with other groups for a common cause. For instance, I would agree with the Catholics that abortion is wrong. It's murder, and we should work together to stop that. And then after we're done stopping that enemy, we can go on and disagree on other stuff. Then we'll divide. But it's like the 13 colonies, their flag was the snake cut up into 13 parts. And we've got to unite to fight this common enemy. Afterwards, we can argue about our little divisions, etc. So I think Christians need to quit focusing on the dumb stuff, the little things that don't matter, and focus on the big things. It is Satan versus God. There is a war going on, and we've got to stay together, encourage each other in prayer. Me, being an independent Baptist, my group is probably the most famous for being the most divided, and they will argue over everything and anything. And if they can't think of something to argue about, they'll make up something. They just love to fight. But this is the time to unite. We have a common enemy, and it's Satan. Now, Satan uses a lot of people and politicians, etc., but they're not the enemy. They just work for him. We need to love them and encourage them and try to win them to Christ. Some of the best Christians down through history have been former haters of Christians, like Saul turned to Paul in Acts chapter 9. So the people who are currently fighting against Christianity and fighting against the gospel are not the enemy. They work for him, and maybe they don't even know it. So our job is to try to win them over. And in the book of Jude, it says you win some in different ways, some with fear. My approach is to try to use logic, rationale. I'm a little more of that kind of guy rather than let's go cry and hug them and get them saved. Let's think about it logically. Isaiah 1:18, come now, let us reason together, saith the Lord. So everybody has different skills and talents and ways of reaching people, and there's certainly, I think, the biggest primary function of Christians is to win souls and train them to do the same thing. That's the commandment Jesus left with his disciples. Go into all the world and get everybody converted. So this world is not my home. That's my favorite song. So our purpose is not to save America. It's not to save the planet. It's not to save the trees. Our purpose is to save souls and teach them and train them to go do the same, to go win others to Christ. So I would encourage everybody to focus on what really matters. Some of the things we get excited about, like throwing a ball through a hoop, are who's going to care in 1,000 years? What a dumb thing to do. Those guys can all afford to go buy their own ball. Quit fighting over that one. I have a box of them, and go do something important. So I would encourage every Christian to look at your life and say, what on earth am I doing for heaven's sake? If you're not doing something of eternal value, jump in. There's a war going on. If you can't shoot, carry bullets. Take care of the wounded. Do something. But get focused on the right things. If people don't know how to win souls, well, pass out my videotapes. Because at the end, it's got the plan of salvation, and that video can win them to Christ. Become a video missionary. If you don't know how to teach on creation, well, I do. Spread my stuff around. Please do. Copy them all you want. There's a guy in Plano, Texas, has the most, as far as I know. He's made 41,000 copies and spread them around. So please do. I would encourage Christians everywhere, though, if you disagree on different Bible doctrines, keep studying the Bible. Eventually you'll agree with me on everything, of course. We know that to be true. But some of this little stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just go win somebody to Christ and teach them and train them to go do the same. We can argue about the details later. Right now we're being attacked, and it's time for the people from Massachusetts and New Hampshire to join together, and the British.
This call is from the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office.
So you don't have to give up your beliefs or compromise your thing. You just have to set them aside for a minute for while we fight the common enemy. Afterward, like Jesus' disciples, he had Simon the Zealot. I mean, they were the anti-Roman, blow up the bridges kind of guys. And he also had Matthew the tax collector, the guy who works with the Romans. So Jesus had quite a variety in his own disciples. Yeah. And I'm sure he paired them up like that to get a little friction going. I don't know. Matthew and Simon went on soul winning together, but I think it's okay to set aside these minor differences. Is it okay to drink coffee or not. Forget it. Okay, there's a war going on. Do something important. And by the way, yes, I've given up. It's okay to drink coffee. Anyway, thank you so much for all the prayers in this crazy case. Man, what a system this has been. And pray that we can get this. Oh, the jury found me guilty on one count, and we're fighting even that one. There's no evidence that I was in contempt of court on that one, so my attorney's putting in paperwork. And there's a very small possibility the U.S. attorney will bring these charges again, have to go through this all again. So I doubt they will. I hope they don't, but they could. They're pretty angry about losing. So call Justice Department, call your congressman, say, look, call off the dogs. Tell these guys, stop. It's over. It's done. Quit. Don't you have any real criminals to go after in Florida? Right. What is wrong with these people? Yeah. You're going after a Baptist preacher for filing a piece of paper. Man, so they spent $500,000 for what? What are they going to gain? Anyway, so yeah, that's a common cause. We can all unite for just to help get our country back on common sense and tell them, leave me alone. I want to go home. I've been down 100 months. I want to go home. Stop. I didn't bother anybody. I didn't take anything. Didn't defraud anybody. Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah, it's time, brother. We have to unite. It's going to get really bad here really soon, and every Christian better really search your heart and say, what am I doing for the Lord with?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
It's time to focus. All right? Thank you, brother.
Okay.